NHS nurse role, and ultimately this led to the breakdown of my relationship. Okay, sorry. Got a bit nervous there. Anyway, so really, I just got to refer back to my notes. Hang on a second. Okay, so if any of you can identify with any of these different elements, burnout, stress, relationship breakdown, then you may have felt lost, alone, or confused. And really, I felt all these different emotions, but most of all, I really felt like I lost my purpose in life. And anyway, so this is really where my healing story began. I was helping out with the COVID pandemic, not once, but twice, and this led to stress and burnout. So I spoke with a psychologist from the IT department, and it was there I really did start my therapy journey. Now, can I ask you a question? Was there a time in your life where you thought you had it so right, but you had it so wrong, right? I mean, so I was with my partner and we discussed the topic of marriage. And lo and behold, in the July of 2021, we were engaged. I was so happy. And I don't know if any of you can identify with this next question, but life is unpredictable. And it can throw you a curveball or two, right? Do you think so? So, our relationship unfortunately ended. That's okay, things happen. So I started on this path of healing, and that's when I went to the therapist to confront my past traumas. And this led me to the crystal shop, and I discovered my love, my passion, my purpose in life. I was really excited. But it's not always been that way. You know, there have been certainly a lot of challenges. Sorry, 2 seconds. Right. So, the way Crystal's Healing Lights was brought to life was that when I was planning my wedding, I actually was making wedding centerpieces using the glass bottles and the fairy lights. And it was one day when I was at work. I should backtrack a little bit here. In 2016, I had a reading done, and it said you could work with crystals, you would learn about their energies and their properties. I was like, okay, I'm pretty happy in nursing, but all right. And then in 2021, it said you would turn a hobby into a business idea. It's fine. So, when I was at work one day, my colleague, sadly, Sabrina, can't be here because she's going to give birth any day. We were at work and I was thinking, what is this business idea? And then my friend was like, you should work with crystals. Your name is Crystal. And it was like a light bulb went off in my head. And I was like, okay. I felt the synergy between the recycled glass bottles, the healing crystals, and the fairy lights. And actually, it was the idea for the wedding plus the other ideas that sort of came together. Of course, Crystal's Healing Lights was born, but there were obstacles, right? So the obstacles were, it was hard to transition from a nursing role to a business role, and it was hard to find the right target audience. It was also hard to find the right fairs and shows, and I'm sure as many of you as business owners, that's really difficult. But through the power of healing crystals, I have grown into myself, I've developed in confidence. And really, if I didn't take that first step to quit my full-time job in nursing, I wouldn't be here stood in front of you today, living my passion and talking to you about healing crystals. And I love it so much. And I wouldn't have the opportunity to meet so many wonderful people, especially Melanie. So, that being said, I thank you for listening to me, for hearing my story, and I really hope that there will be parts of that that you can resonate with.